Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurates Rs 3,023 crore welfare projects in Puducherry. No locus standi for floods, violence and infiltration in Assam, says Home Minister Amit Shah. Arunachal Pradesh budget session begins today with Governor's address. Trade of Erica nuts through Myanmar via Mizoram totally illegal, says Mizoram Taxation Minister. And India were all out for 145 runs in their first innings against England in the third test in Ahmedabad. A very good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin from the studios of DDK Guwahati. This is Sukanya Bharadwaj, and now the stories in details. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has assured that the central government will provide all possible support for the development of Puducherry. He was speaking after unveiling laying the foundation stone for several welfare projects to the value of 3,023 crore rupees in Puducherry today. Among these, the Prime Minister laid the foundation stone for developing a minor port in Puducherry under the Sagarmala scheme. Mr. Modi also laid the foundation stone for a synthetic track at the Indira Gandhi Sports Complex. Apart from that, the Prime Minister inaugurated a blood centre at Zipmar and dedicated a 100-bed Sports Authority of India girls' hostel at Lawspet for female athletes with an estimated cost of 12 crore rupees. Puducherry Lieutenant Governor Dr. Tamilisai Sundararajan and Minister of State for Heavy Industries and Public Enterprises Arjun Ram Meghwal were also present.
It being laid. The Government of India has made many efforts to improve rural and coastal connectivity. The agriculture sector will gain from this. Across India, our farmers are innovating. Connectivity will improve. Economic activity will pick speed. At the same time, it will improve access to the holy Saniswaran temple.
Asserting that Assam should be freed from the onslaught of floods, violence and infiltration, Union Home Minister Amit Shah said Assam is on the right path of all-round uplift. Attending the religious ritual and function at the Mahamrityunjay temple at Bahrampur in Nagaon district this morning, the Union Home Minister said that once known for violence and protest, the state is now the pride of good work in art, science and numerous other linked genres. Inaugurating uplift schemes at Batadrava Than, the birthplace of Saint Shankardev in Nagaon district of Assam, Union Home Minister Amit Shah said the centre is committed to make the state free from the incubus of floods. Referring to umpteen projects undertaken by Prime Minister Modi in the region, Shah said Modi was key to heralding peace in the state. He congratulated the Assam government on its deft handling of the COVID pandemic.
भूमि पर श्रीमंत शंकरदेव के प्रति हम सब श्रद्धा व्यक्त करने आए हैं, तब इतनी बड़ी संख्या में उपस्थित प्यारे भाइयों और बहनों, आप सभी को मैं नमस्कार कर मेरी बात की शुरुआत करना चाहता हूं। आज मैं जब यहां उपस्थित हूं, तब मेरे लिए बहुत सौभाग्य का दिन, क्योंकि मैं भारत से पश्चिमी क्षेत्र गुजरात से आया हूं। वहां पर भी श्री कृष्ण और वैष्णव परंपरा का बहुत बड़ा प्रचार प्रसार और अनुयायी, और आज मैं पूरब में छेक आसाम में आया हूं, जहां श्रीमंत शंकरदेव ने नव वैष्णव परंपरा की स्थापना कर वैष्णव परंपरा को प्राणवान बनाने का काम किया था। उन्हीं के जन्म स्थान पर आज मैं आया हूं। मित्रों, मेरे लिए
The Arunachal Pradesh budget session commenced with the customary address of the governor in the State Assembly today. The Assembly session will have 7 sittings and will conclude on March 8 next month. Governor Brigadier Dr. B.D. Mishra, retired, in his address to the House said that the state government under the leadership of Chief Minister Pema Khandu is fully poised to utilize all available resources for the overall socio-economic development of the state and its people. The governor expressed confidence that the Assembly session will devote its wholehearted zeal towards legislating for the progress of the state. 7 important bills were tabled in the House on the very first day today, including the Arunachal Pradesh Ease of Doing Business Bill 2021 and the Arunachal Pradesh Legislature's Members Prevention of Disqualification Amendment Bill 2021.
आज वो लोग अपने ज़माने में इस सदन में लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली में डिस्कशंस करके डेलिब्रेशंस करके अरुणाचल प्रदेश आज जिस स्टेज में पहुंचा है, ये पूरा क्रेडिट उन फॉर्मर जितने भी जो लीडर्स है, सीनियर लीडर्स, उन सब का बदौलत से आज हम लोग का स्टेट इस रूप में आया हुआ है। 84 में जब तवांग का डिस्ट्रिक्ट डिक्लेयर
Mizoram Taxation Minister said trade of areca nuts to Myanmar via Mizoram is totally illegal and Mizoram government ensured precautions to stop smuggling. As the session continued for the third day in Aizawl, Mizoram Taxation Minister told the House that during areca nuts trading season, around 900 lakh rupees comes from GST every month, while around 18 lakh comes during off-season. He said government deployed duty to ensure that no illegal smuggling have been performed through Mizoram. At today's session, the Mizoram State Higher Educational Council Amendment Bill 2021 and the Mizoram Licensing and Regulation of Private Veterinary Hospitals and Clinics Bill 2021 are passed by the members of the House. Mizoram Chief Minister submitted Finance Accounts and Appropriation Accounts 2018-19, CAG Report on State Finances, Audit 31st March 2019 and the Mizoram Economic Survey 2021 at the session today. Now we take a short break. We'll be back with more news. Stay tuned.
डिजिटल बैंकिंग का है जमाना, टाइम है बचाना। डिजिटल बैंकिंग है आसान, करो चाहे कोई भुगतान, एनी टाइम एनीवेयर, सेफ है, फास्ट है, हर पेमेंट उंगलियों पे सेट है। लेन देन के हैं ऑप्शंस कई, IMPS, NEFT, UPI भी। 24 घंटे करते ये काम, पेमेंट आसान और रहे आराम। RBI कहता है जानकार बनिए, सतर्क रहिए।
Welcome back. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma has said South Garo Hills contribute to the strength of its forest cover, mines and minerals, but is one of the most neglected districts. Laying the foundation for the Greater Baghmara Water Supply Project in South Garo Hills District in the presence of Public Health Engineering Minister Renikton Lindo, MLAs and other dignitaries, the Chief Minister said uplift of the area is in the pipeline by way of various projects to uplift the district. In a move to empower girls through sports, Assam Governor Professor Jagdish Mukhi today launched Governor's Girls Volleyball Mission 2021 at a function held at Raj Bhavan today. Under this mission, volleyball kits would be distributed to 5,453 selected schools of the state to promote volleyball among the girl students. The mission is a joint initiative of the Sports and Youth Welfare Department, Education Department and Panchayat and Rural Development Department. Speaking on the occasion, Professor Mukhi said sports are beneficial to us as they teach us punctuality, patience, discipline, teamwork and dedication. Mukhi called upon all the stakeholders to use this mission to promote peace and tranquility and strengthen the bond of universal brotherhood. The governor also appealed to the girls to use their talent to get noticed at the national and international events.
Clarity in the lives of students. The aim is mainstreaming volleyball as tool for individual development, community development, economic development and national development. It is apparent from this factor that our initiative to start this mission was not to produce volleyball players. Our mission was to see that every girl child sitting in the remote any of the villages comes out of his house and plays something. What that something is?
In cricket, India were all out for 145 runs in their first innings against England on day 2 in the third test at Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad today. Earlier, England were all out for 112 in their first innings yesterday. Akshar Patel took 6 wickets and Ashwin bagged 3, whereas Ishant Sharma took 1 for the host. The 4-match test series between India and England is currently levelled at 1-1 after India won the second test at Chennai by 317 runs. India's chances of earning a World Test Championship final spot depends upon the outcome of the remaining tests, and hence India is fielding their strongest bowling attack of the series so far. This is the 100th test for 32-year-old pacer Ishant Sharma. Only 10 pacers have played 100 tests in their career. That includes all-time greats like Ian Botham, Kapil Dev, Courtney Walsh, Shaun Pollock, Glenn Magrant, Chaminda Vaz and James Anderson. Meghalaya Education Minister Lakmen Rinpoe on Tuesday inaugurated the new school building of Hori Rai Shimle Memorial Higher Secondary School at Fort Jaud Rangthong village in southwest Khasi Hills district. The Asian Development Bank funded the newly inaugurated school building with an amount of rupees 1.52 crore under the project, supporting the human capital development. Speaking on the occasion, Rinpoe asserted that the government is committed to strengthen the educational sector of the state through different initiatives. In the aftermath of the new COVID variants cutting a swathe through the world and its people, active cases in the country have touched 1,51,708, even as released cases logged 1,07,38,501. Total samples tested after February 24, 2021 amounted to 21,38,29,658. The dead account for 1,56,705. In terms of COVID in Northeast, Arunachal Pradesh has 4 active cases, even as discharged cases lodged 16,776 cases. The death tallied 56, reporting 259 cases active cases. Assam has a caseload of 2,14,757 released cases. The dead account for 1,091. With 41 active cases in its records, Manipur has a caseload of 28,836. The death tallied 373. Meghalaya has 18 active cases, 43,702 cured cases, even as the dead accounted for 148. Reporting 23 active cases, Mizoram has 4,380 released cases, while the death tallied 10. Nagaland has 8 active cases, 12,093 discharged cases, even as tally for the dead is 91. Sikkim has 47 active cases, followed by 5,950 cured cases. The dead account for 135. In Tripura, active cases number 25, even as released cases logged 32,984. The death toll is 391. To end the news, the main points once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurates rupees 3,023 crore welfare projects in Puducherry. No local stand-by for floods, violence and infiltration in Assam, says Home Minister Amit Shah. Arunachal Pradesh budget session begins today with our governor's address. Trade of areca nuts to Myanmar via Mizoram totally illegal, says Mizoram Taxation Minister. And India were all out for 145 runs in their first innings against England in the third test in Ahmedabad. That brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.